everybody, welcome back. It's been a little bit since I've done a haul video. This isn't much of a haul and not so exciting except that one kit. There's some cool stuff about that one kit that if you noticed in the thumbnail. Been busy, hadn't got out much here lately. USAC build sucked up a lot of my time. Building 4 model kits for MCW finishes took a lot of time. Printing stuff like crazy on MCV products, and selling Protect parts has taken up a ton of time. But anyway, trying to get back in the swing of things. But anyway, so used to Christmas came around. Not when I was a kid. I'm saying like just last couple of years, 3 or 4 years ago. Ollie's started having model kits during Christmas time, and I was like, wow, every time Christmas would come, boy, I'd hit Ollie's like hard because you can get them cheap. And I haven't done that. Like last year, I don't think I may not have even gone. I might have picked up some of the remnants, and this year the same thing. So I was in Waycross, Georgia just the other night. Me and Heather had to go to Lowe's, and I said, let's go to Ollie's. And they still had some. The scalpers hadn't come bought them all. Well, you see these all the time now. Now this one, if you'll notice, I'll show you something. Yeah. The scalpers, and I say that kindly, sort of. They'll buy these things up for $12.99 and try to sell them on eBay. They'll also be at shows selling these things for like $25. I guess if you can get it, whatever. But there were still some there. And I went and picked up a few. I did not buy all that I could carry because the stash is just it's getting pretty big, and I find it difficult to stash these things. But I'll keep finding nooks and crannies and keep putting them away, and I'll have something. I'll always have a variation to go to. If they were to quit producing model kits at this moment, I would never run out, ever in my lifetime, because I think I'm at least over 1,000 model kits now. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying it's a lot. If I built one model kit, I think I figured it's something like every 2 weeks or a month. It'd take me like 80 years to build. It's insane. I'll never get them all built. I don't even think that's a objective on our bucket list is to I want to build every one I've got. No, I like buying them and having them and looking at them, and anyway. So I was at Ollie's, I bought 3, and there were more than that. Some of them I already had, so I didn't replenish those or add to those extra numbers. Multiple kits. I already had multiple kits of the ones they had, but I didn't have this one and the other 2. And this is a Ram D50. Now my grandmother had a little Ram D50 when I was a kid, and I don't know what year. This is a 1980. Hers was newer than that, but I don't know if this thing, if it's any good or not. This is crazy. This is how my mind works now, and I kind of wish I could turn it off, but I can't. It's like I always picture a big giant blower sticking out of the hood and narrowed. It's just like, for some reason, that's what always comes to mind now when I see anything. It's like narrowed rear end, big tires, and a blower. But I just need to build some out of the box. And this AMT kit's the Coca-Cola licensed one, so it gets all the Coca-Cola stuff. I think it's got some. It probably has some bottles or something. Yeah, it's got some bottles and things like that. It's got the optional turbo engine. I didn't know they put a turbo in these things. And look at the cool Coca-Cola seats. Custom chrome wheel option. And yeah, pretty cool. $12.99. I didn't want to pass it up. I didn't have this one at all. So I figured I'd pick it up. Now, if you'll notice, this is an AMT kit. It's got the sticker on the outside. So the scalpers, they could pull that sticker off. But for some reason on the Monogram kits, which I got this. I thought that's cool. I don't know anything about this kit, but I got it. Classic Cruiser 79 Pontiac Firebird Street Machine, but you'll notice that the plastic is over the top of these. So apparently they get these from Monogram unsealed, and they run them through a sealer. And you'll notice on the scalpers, and I'm not being unkind when I say that. That's just, I don't even mean any ill regard, but they'll have to put like a piece of tape or something because it's under the plastic. So you'll see them on eBay. You'll see this kit. They'll be like $27.99 plus $15 shipping, and they have like a white piece of something over this. It's because they bought it at Ollie's for $12.99. They're going to, then double their money. But that's how you make money, I guess. That's how you do it. But anyway, Firebird, 79 Pontiac Firebird, 25th scale. So this would not be a Monogram kit. More than likely it's a Revil kit. And I wonder, you know what? Just a second, I just thought of something. Where is that thing? Where is it? There it is. There it is. There it is. Is that a... Let me get this out of the way. Sorry, this is just how I work. This is how I roll. Holy moly. No, that's a Camaro. Okay, I thought that I was on to something. Because I bought this in Clemens, North Carolina. This is the Hot Rod Revil. You know, I didn't even notice that. It had like a different, like a partner company there. Didn't ever notice that. But anyway, I thought that might have been. And you know what? This could be. Nope, it's not. Anyway, okay. Sorry, false alarm. I thought it might have been the same. I didn't realize it was a Camaro, not a Firebird. But it is 1/25th scale. Oh well. All right, sorry. Squirrel. Anyway, 79 Pontiac Firebird. Haven't even looked at the box. Got the lake pipes, ankle burners, some kind of big block Chevy, I guess, with 2 4-barrels. And yeah, I don't know, it'd be a fun kit. Be something fun to build. I have no idea about it, but it's probably a pretty decent kit. Looks pretty rudimentary and simple. Which, you know what, those are good sometimes. You bust them open, you build them. They build up quick and easy. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, but just looking at that chassis, looks like it's pretty simplistic. But yeah, got that one for $12.99, and it's got the sticker under the plastic. So apparently Ollie's gets these and does the shrink wrapping. All right, one other one from Ollie's, and I'm not 100% sure if I ever really noticed this kit before. Yeah, 64.5 Mustang, but it's a 1/24 scale by Monogram. I don't think I've got a Monogram Mustang. I don't think I do. I'm looking. I kind of got my Fords and all. No. I see the Revil 66 Shelby over there. It's 1/24. It's Revil, but it's actually a Monogram kit. But I do not have a 64.5 or this model Mustang in 1/24 scale. So I saw that and I was like, oh. And they had more, and I didn't have any, but I didn't feel like coming out of there with 10 models. I just wanted to make it quick and simple. But yeah, I don't know anything about this one. It looks pretty nice, and this would definitely be more of like a box stock build here. But yeah, my least favorite Mustangs are probably these early ones. I just never did dig them too much. I don't know, when you get into the late 60s, early 70s, that body style is the one that I really like. Your Boss 302, Boss 429-ish type body styles, Mach 1. And then they started getting into the 71, and I lost interest again. The 71, I don't like the really sloped back, but anyway, doesn't really matter. But yeah, $12.99. Ollie's got these, and that's pretty cool. So at least 3 kits I didn't have, and then I got one from a friend. So my buddy Sam Baldwin down in Florida, we did a model swap, and he sent me this. It's a snap kit, 1/32nd scale USA 1. Now I've got the 1/25th scale up there. It's not the original, but it is probably earlier 2000s or something like that model. This one here, if you'll notice, if you know anything about monster trucks, it has like a tube chassis and the nitrogen shocks, and also it's not like wouldn't be like a leaf spring truck. But anyway, yeah, I hadn't even taken the box, hadn't even opened the box up. But yeah, it's a very simple. That'd be something I could get Ellie to build, but she will never get out here and be on camera to build anything like that. That's pretty cool. It's got 88. This is right up my alley too, because I watch monster truck 80s and 90s monster trucks like every day. I'm not even joking. Every day I'll watch a rerun. There's nothing that I haven't seen really that was put out by TNT or anything like that. But anyway, this USA 1 was Rod Revil, by the way, 1988 TNT Motorsports National Points Champion. That's pretty cool. I remember that. Rod Revil. Then he stepped back, and it was it's left me. What's his name? Steve Wilkie. Steve Wilkie then took the wheel of USA 1, and let me tell you, that truck was bad to the bone. And I know Gravedigger was out there with them, but and no pun intended, but they had so much power compared to the other guys. I mean, it was even carbureted. It wasn't like a fuel injected truck, but it was just mega cubic inch, 3 Predator carburetors. And man, apparently it was a pretty light truck. They didn't run planetaries in the wheels or anything. They were just very lightweight. And Everett Jasmer, which was the owner of the truck, his idea of monster trucks was to have a stock truck body, interior and everything. And that was monster trucks to him, and then it went into tube chassis and full race gear and everything like that. But I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch the like 1990, 1988, 89, they were using the USA 1 truck. I think even had the stock seat in it. They were just, it's crazy. It was crazy, man. They rolled that truck over so many times. But anyway, I could talk monster trucks for hours. And I won't do that, but I want to get on to this cool monogram kit that I got on eBay the other day. But before I do, just real quick, shameless plug. I just MCV products. I just put this one together, and this one is not even on the website yet, but maybe when you see this it will be. This is a big block Chevy gasser type of engine. And it's fuel injected, got the fuel lines and all that stuff. But it also has, it comes with 2 blowers, and one blower accepts the carburetors and the injection on top, or the like your bug catcher on top of that. But if you were to leave the catcher off, the carburetors are nicely detailed. They are one piece, like it's a one-piece carburetor thing. But anyway, it's a simple. If you're intimidated by 3D printed engines, this one's pretty simple and straightforward. I literally put this together in 15 minutes. Obviously it's not painted, but yeah, that's pretty cool. The gasser headers, could be swapped out with something else, but that's what comes with this particular file, and that's what I'm printing with it. But other headers would fit it. Also, you could, is it in here? I also have these Reed, I think it is, Power Glide transmissions. So because several of my engines don't have transmissions, but you could get the Power Glide transmission. I have those separate on the website, and you could mate up a Power Glide or something like that with it, or a Tremec. I think I got a Tremec in here too, so if you wanted like a Tremec transmission, there you go. So all that stuff, this isn't on there, but hopefully by the time you see this video it will be up and for sale. And the Tremec and the Power Glide and all that. And also one other thing really quick, I just got these up on the site, and they're the most little detailed engine I've ever seen so far as 3D printed. It's a 327 Chevy, and it is amazingly detailed. I don't have a print. Actually, I'll be right back. Let me grab it. Okay, so here's one of the actual prints, and you can see that a lot of the details covered up because like the lifter valley and all that stuff is it's so cool. The guy who does these, I think he's over in Europe, but wow, It's a super detailed engine. It's got all kind of little parts. The alternator, if you'll notice right there, those old alternators that had the fins that would take your finger off, it's got one of those. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It comes with a Muncie 4-speed. It's right here. Muncie 4-speed. It also has a pressure plate and a flywheel on the back of it. That's just sitting there. It's got little pins and locator pins and all, but anyway, your Muncie 4-speed mates up to that, and it comes with that. But anyway, it's got the 4-barrel, highly detailed 4-barrel carburetor with the choke partially open. It's pretty cool. Also has a fan that goes on front of the water pump pulley. But yeah, very cool little engine. So I got that, and here's the print of the big block Chevy. So that's what you get, and you can see those carburetors right there. So that's the way it looks if you get one of those. The big block Chevy with the gasser headers, or the 327, but anyway. And over at MCV Products, you can also get your Protect parts. By the way, getting a shipment in, whoa, that really killed the lighting, didn't it? Must have this on auto white balance. But I've been out of some Protect stuff, but I think today, or whenever you see this video, it should be back in stock, or shortly. All right, back on to the kit of the video. So I saw this. I'm a stickler for weird stuff. The out of the ordinary type of model kits. And I think this qualifies for that. Sort of, because number one, it's not an American car, it's a Jaguar. But I mean, Jaguar XKE is pretty popular. But when I saw this, I was like, that's kind of odd. And what drew my attention was, it was 1/25th scale, and it's a monogram. It's also 1978, and this thing is beautiful condition. Beautiful condition. And I've only taken the top off the box, but there's something in here that's really cool that when I pulled the top off and looked, I haven't even went in there. It may be busted in pieces. We'll find out in a second. But so I was like, what the heck? It's 1/25th and it's a monogram? Well, I went on ScaleMates, and believe it or not, this is an Aurora kit. So this is, let's find it. Here's your Jag 1978 right there. There's your Jaguar, right? But follow the green line. Now that's not always 1000% accurate, but this is. Go back, and it goes up to Aurora. And I was like, holy cow, that is so cool. 72, 1970, 1962. So this is amazing. I did not know that Monogram even did that. But yeah, this is an Aurora model kit, boxed by Monogram. And you don't get no more cool than that. Now, it may be a total train wreck to build. I don't know. I've never built an Aurora, and I've got quite a few of the old ones. But let's take a look at this thing, and I'll show you what I was talking about. So this is, I have not, let's see, what did I do? I lifted the instructions. No, well, heck, okay, I see what I was talking about. I've not looked at the car, period. So we may all be surprised. So it always smells like the house that it came from. Were they smokers? Nah. Man, what is that smell? So it's got the instruction sheet. And I would like to know, by looking at the Aurora model kit, if these instructions are the same. They may be. I got to build this thing. I got to. The instruction sheet, but check this out. And now this may not even be with it, but I'm assuming it is. There's a receipt here. I haven't looked to see. I don't think it specifies, but anyway, I just thought that must be the receipt that came with it, and it's from James Way, Glassboro, New Jersey. Thank you. Call again. That's kind of funny. Call again, not come again. It's thank you, call again. But yeah, James Way, Glassboro, New Jersey. Are any of you guys from Glassboro, New Jersey? And if you are, do you remember James Way? But this is a receipt, and I'm thinking possibly is, okay, so we got something here for $2.69, 13 cents. Golly, ain't that crazy? That anything costs 13 cents. Another $2.69. Hold on. Anyway, whatever they bought, $2.69, 13 cents, $2.69, $2.15, 11 cents tax. I don't know what the heck $2.26 is, but anyway. Maybe they got change of, or maybe I'm trying to figure this out. 2.6. I bet that's what they paid for the model kit. It doesn't have like the suggested retail price. I'm trying to figure this out because it's very redundant. It's like $2.69. Oh, tax. Maybe that's tax. Yeah, 13 cents. $2.82. But then it does it again. Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think maybe because this was in there, and no other reason, I can't figure why else would this be in there, except that they paid $2.69 for. See if you guys can make heads or tails of this, because it goes over and over. It's like it did it once, did it twice. So $2.69 plus 13's $2.82. I don't know. I ain't got a darn clue. But like maybe no clue. Anyway, cool. It's in there. I don't know. I probably made way too much about that. So here is the body. My first view of it. There's the glass, and it don't have tire marks on it. Jeez. Look at that. Look at that gorgeous looking thing. Aurora. Aurora, man, that is so cool to me. Matthew, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Well, maybe. I just think that that's cool. I think it's so cool that we sometimes open these kits up. We don't have a darn clue where these things originated. And to know that it, more than likely, that this mold that this was made from was made in 1962 by Aurora, you know, I find that special. Some people might find me special, but anyway, there's the glass. It looks amazing. I mean, like, this thing has not been shaken around or stirred or anything. That is amazingly pristine. Chrome tree. Got the spokes. I think these must be chassis parts or something like that. There's some looks like your fuel injection or your intake that probably goes between the head and the block right there. Possibly maybe an air filter right there. I could look at the instructions, but that would just make it too easy. But yeah, there's some chrome parts. Those are all pristine and beautiful. And this bag, yes, it has been opened. We'll go ahead and empty the contents of it and check it out while we're here. Wasn't going to do a box opening, but might as well. Look at all the parts are still on the tree. There's the rear diff. Firewall, I suppose, or up there in the front, probably. More than likely it's up front, behind the radiator. Don't know what that is. Got some white, no, there's not white. They may be white walls. They are white wall tires. So there's your tire there. If you want to use white wall, if you don't want to use white wall, you flip it around. It's got white walls. Shocks. Pegs. Lucky. Tell me if you know what movie that was from. Don't know, it looks like some steering or something like that. Hey, quick side note. I'll give that away. That was off Napoleon Dynamite. I'm a huge fan of Napoleon Dynamite. It was just one of my favorite movies. I've laughed so many times. We, when I said shocks, pegs, Lucky, that was a scene in there where Napoleon sees Pedro's bicycle, and it was a sledgehammer. And he, look at this little thing. It's got like a little fan blade. You see that? I think that's a fan blade or something. I don't know. Maybe it's like a on-dash fan or something. But anyway, back to Napoleon Dynamite. I was such a fan of it. We took a trip out west. We lived in Tennessee. Lived in Loudon, Tennessee, which is just below Knoxville. And we decided to take a trip out west in the car. And it was one of the most fun trips we've ever had. Drove all the way to Washington State from Loudon, Tennessee. I think we took 10 days. Hotels and tubs full of clothes. And it was just a blast. Kids were small and they don't remember much of it, but if you ever get a chance to do something like that, it is well worth it, because you'll have memories. At least you'll remember them. If your kids are too young, they won't remember them. But went all the way out there, and we stayed in a little town called Rexburg, Idaho. And the next day we were like, well, we can go to Yellowstone. It was just right up the road, literally. Go to Yellowstone, or I said, or we can go down to Preston, Idaho. That's where they filmed Napoleon. So anyway, by popular demand, we went to Preston, Idaho, rather than Yellowstone National Forest, and we got to see the places where they filmed it. I got to go into the high school. I got to talk on the phone, or act like I was talking. I got pictures of that stuff, but I won't even bother putting them up. But if you guys really want to see them, I could do that. But I was on the phone where Napoleon wanted to. Isn't this weird too? Well, right now I'm showing parts. Like if someone turned this on, they'd think, "What the heck?" He's voiced over. There's another video playing at the same time, because he's not talking about the parts. I'm just showing them as I'm talking. But got to go in Preston High School and see the colored lockers. Got to stand on the stage where he did his dance and all that stuff. And more than likely, most of you guys are like, I ain't got a darn clue what this movie you're talking about is what it is. But anyway, it was fun. We got to go see the different houses where they filmed at. Now, there's not like a tour that does this. We actually had to figure it out. We went to Napoleon's house, got pictures there. But yeah, it was cool. But anyway, all right, enough said about that. If you want to know more about the Napoleon Dynamite trip, just email me. I'll send you some pictures. This is cool. Under the hood, look at the texture. So when you open, they'd have sound deadening material, and that is, see it right there? It doesn't, and it stops right at there's a line where that stops. So that's a cool detail. And then they put a darn part number right in the middle of it. Like, what in the world were they thinking? But yeah, that's it's pretty neat. Let's put this up to the body. See how bad the gaps are. Not too bad. Well, it's got flash in the way, so that's cool, man. That is so cool. Here's the chassis, bottom side of it. All I can think about when I look at old stuff like this is the manufacturing process of making these molds. No CNC, no computer aided, nothing. Hand and manpower making these things. And I'm just amazed how they did that. How did they get that texture for that trunk area? How did they do that? What, did they sandblast it or something to make it look like that? I'm just totally amazed at that. And very easily amused, Matthew. You're very easily amused. Here's your interior. Looks like where your parking brake or your gear shift. That's your gear shifting boot. That's the front right here. Okay. Got the belt. A few other little things. Well, there's a little bitty part right there. What is that? A coil or something? That won't get used. I'm the world's worst. I don't think I've ever used a coil. There's the radiator. And there's a... Oh, I broke it off. There's a piece of... Looks like the under portion of the chassis. Don't know for sure. And another chrome tree. This chrome is beautiful. Beautiful. This is an absolute gem of a model kit to be in such great condition from 1978. Now I'm 2 years older than that, so it's what, about 45 years old, which is crazy. Anyway, okay, that's all the parts. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad to be back. JaxCon is coming up. I think it's February the 16th, and hopefully I'll have a nice haul video from that, because I love buying model kits at a show. Number one, you can get the greatest deal on model kits, and you find the craziest stuff too. It makes eBay seem so overpriced. It is. eBay is overpriced, but you go and go to a show, man. If you got to drive an hour or two, or hey, 3, I'll drive. I'm going to Roanoke, Virginia, hopefully on March the 9th. Love to see you there. That's like over 9 hours for me, and it is absolutely worth it. So you guys get out and go to a show. Buy you something, man. It's so cool. Support these model clubs that put these shows on. But anyway, JaxCon's I believe it's February the 16th. It'll be on a Saturday, so I think it's the 16th. I'd love to see you there, and I can't wait to just go and start it over. Another year going to shows. And anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. As always, don't ever forget to go check out hobbynutmodels.com. That is a cool sticker. You can buy these stickers over there. They're very reasonably priced, and they're cool as can be. Look at that 55 Chevy with a big blown Ford motor in it. That is amazing. Well, some people got to have something that goes fast. Ha ha ha. Ran out of memory right at the last of the video. How do you like that anyway? hobbynutmodels.com. Go check him out. Linked in the description below. Go grab yourself a model kit, paint, everything you need to go build yourself a quality model kit. If you're just getting back into the hobby, it's a great place to go to get everything you need. It's linked in the description below. If you use that link that's in the description of the video and you go over there and buy something, I get a little credit for that, and it helps a lot. But go over and check it out. hobbynutmodels.com. Mark is a stand-up guy. He will do you right, and support small business. That is exactly what we need to do. Amazon is great, it's convenient, but boy, does it put the small man under. And let's do that. Support the small man. Might cost you $1 or $2 extra, but you know what? It's a good cause. All right, guys, thanks for watching. mcvproducts.net. Go check out all my ProTech and 3D printed items. I've just added some extra stuff on there, by the way. If you hadn't been on there in a couple of days, there's some new wheels, obviously engines and new stuff like that. But anyway, go check it out. And yeah, thank you to all my Patreon supporters, guys. You're great. Don't forget, if you haven't already, the Facebook / YouTube / group build / contest for the classic Monogram series kits is started. It ends on April the 15th, the best day of the year, tax day. At least something to look forward to. But yeah, go over there, check it out. There's a post when you go to the Facebook group. If you're not a member, go join. It's always linked in the description below. When you go onto the Facebook group, there is a post that is at the pinned section at the very top. Like when I post a video, like I haven't posted anything in a long time on there, but anyway, that post is in the pinned section, P-I-N-E-D. It's pinned at the top, so it's easily found. So you don't have to scroll through endless posts on Facebook. It's right at the top. Go on there. Billy Bear is heading this thing up, or he at least is taking care of the pictures and things like that. Go on there. If you have one of those kits, take part in this build. It's going to be fun. We're going to do it's a contest. So on April 15th, after all the pictures have come in, and please take good photographs of your stuff. You can do progress. You need to have like a here's the kit I'm building post. Post them all on that one post that's pinned at the top. Don't go on there and create a chat that's going to go endlessly. Let's just use that for pictures. Have your progress and all that stuff, and at the end when you submit your final picture on the 15th, if not before, you can do it before then, whenever you're finished, we will I will gather a panel of judges, and we will judge those. There will be a first, second, third place prize, and I will put together 3 prize packs with 3D printed, and I might even throw in some ProTech stuff, parts from my website. So you go over there to the Facebook group and get all the details. If you want to go watch my previous video, I mentioned that on there. That video was specifically talking about that group build, so go over there and check that out. And if you hadn't got a kit, get on eBay and pay twice as much as one's worth and find you one. But yeah, sometimes that's what you have to do. But anyway, guys, take care. Thank you for all you do. Thanks for sticking with me. And you're the greatest audience in the world, I guess. I mean, I don't know everybody in the world, but it seems that you're pretty great to me. You've been good to me. I appreciate you guys. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye.